Hi and welcome to the latest ITK Soccer Show video, where today we're going to look at the next group in the Russian World Cup. It's Group D. Group D has Argentina, Iceland, Croatia and Nigeria. Now, it probably shapes up to be one of the hardest and most unpredictable groups probably to call and make a prediction. So I'm actually really looking forward to this. There's a few personal teams I'd like to see really do well in this anyway. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you want anyway on the videos anyway, okay? And check us out as well on the Twitter, that's ITK Soccer Show, or Facebook, the ITK Soccer Show, and there's more videos as well, youtube.com/ITK Soccer Show, and subscribe on that as well, okay? Thanks very much. So we'll start anyway with Argentina. Now, the main man is Lionel Messi for them. I personally think he's the best ever player in the world. Not just the best at the moment, but he is the best of all time. People say he hasn't done it in international tournaments. They are true, but 2006 he went in as an unfit 18-year-old. He might have been 17 even. He did score a goal against Serbia Montenegro, and he didn't play against Germany in that quarter-final, where they looked pretty comfortable. They took Riquelme off. They didn't bring Messi on, and then Germany actually went and beat them in penalties. So that was one thing. In 2010, then Maradona was manager, where it was just give the ball to Messi, and it was just the tactics were just baffling. He left so many great players out: Zanetti, Samuel. He left all them at home. Tevez was at home as well. It was really, really weird what Maradona was doing there, and Messi was just given the can, and all the criticism went to him when they didn't win the World Cup, and they were hammered by Germany again. In the last one, then he got 3 or 4 goals and an assist as well in 2014. He got player of the tournament. Probably didn't deserve that, to be honest with you, but he did have a good tournament, and he did actually bring them through the group stages, because Argentina were struggling for the whole tournament. A big thing about Argentina as well, they haven't actually won anything since 1993, which is unbelievable. And that was the Copa America. 2015 and 2016 they both lost to Chile on penalties in the Copa America final. And in 2014, they lost the World Cup final to Germany again, after extra time with Mario Götze's goal, which you all remember. So they're not getting good results at international level. They have no winning mentality. They swap coaches. Like if you look at 2014 and 15 and 2016 finals, Higuain missed so many chances and all them, and missed penalties. And you can only imagine what's going through Messi's head. Messi just wants to win one of these. Again, I don't think it defines him as the greatest player of all time, but I think it would definitely just add to his CV, which he does deserve something without doubt. But saying there, like, they're so unorganized. Obviously, Messi did leave, but like again, he was being booed by his own fans, and they were never really accepted him because he did move to Spain. He was 11 or 12. They never really accepted him as Argentinian, and they always felt the comparison to Maradona that he had to produce. So it was a very difficult situation. Players weren't getting paid, coaches weren't getting paid, coaches were leaving. It was an absolute mess. He left. People said he threw his toys out. I don't think so. If it's so, like Roy Keane walked out in Ireland, Roy Keane was right to do that, but he went about it probably the wrong way to do it. A week before the World Cup started. Messi did it after a tournament, so there's a bit of a difference there. So they are very disorganized. They wanted 3 managers: Tata Martino, Edgardo Barroza, and George Sampaoli is the new guy now. You know him, he used to be manager of Seville. So 3 different managers in one campaign isn't easy. They finished 3rd in the group, in the South American group. You think that's fine, but they really struggled. They needed the last game Messi to score a hat-trick, actually away in Ecuador, which they hadn't won a game in like 10-15 years or something. So he really bailed them out. They averaged over 2 points a game when he played, and they got under 1 point a game when he played. So you can really look at the comparison there. Does Messi not do it for his international team? He does. They lost 6-1 to Spain in a friendly in March. So you can look at that anyway. Like, in terms of looking at their personnel anyway, they're not great at the back. They've lost Sergio Romero as well, their goalkeeper, Man United's reserve keeper. I don't think he's a brilliant goalkeeper anyway, but they are definitely weak there now without him. Otamendi has to lead the defence. I don't think he can do that. I think he can do it if there's a good defender beside him. I think he looks very good, but I don't think he can by himself. There's Fazio as well. He'll be playing centre half, plays for Roma, but he didn't do it at Spurs. Very attacking midfield. Mascherano is 35, playing in China. That leaves the likes of Benega, Biglia, Di Maria, very, very attacking. Messi could play at top of a diamond, so it'd be that as well. So I don't know how they're going to hold, but they'll think of it. And then how do they fit? Obviously, Messi, Pablo Dybala, Gonzalo Higuain, and Sergio Aguero in the team. There's no Mauro Icardi, he didn't make it. There's Pavon, who he's highly rated. So like, there's so many attacking players. It's going to be so interesting how they do this. But again, if Messi plays to his best, they can win the World Cup. It's that easy. I personally don't see them winning it. As I said earlier, they've lost to Germany in the last 3 World Cups, so they've got an issue to beating them. I don't see them getting past the semis. I think Germany, if Germany get out, they'll beat them again. But again, if Messi plays to his best, I hope they win it. I really do. But I think it's more my heart thinking that than my head. And I think Argentina, especially if they lost 6-1 to Spain not so long ago, when that was without Messi, they are a country, they just have no momentum. They're disorganized. It'll be interesting to see how they do, but I don't see them getting past the semi-finals. Anyway, next we're going to look at Iceland. Obviously, their main man is pretty much famous player to have Skilfi Sigurdsson. Plays for Everton, and number 10, playoff striker. Really, really good player. Dictates the game. Really good from set pieces. Great long shot. Keeps the ball very well, and he is bringing them to a new level. He's not really reached the form I had him in previous years in Swansea and stuff like that. But since he moved to Everton, but again, they've had a few managerial changes and stuff like that. Maybe next year Marcus Silva can get more out of him. He was top scorer for Iceland in the qualifiers as well, so it proves how important he is, because they will probably struggle to score goals. They topped the group. Interestingly, Croatia, who was also in this group, they finished second in their European qualifying group, and it's their first ever World Cup. A few players that you probably will remember from the year 2016 is Ragnar Sigurdsson. Some Fulham fans would know him. He was actually a bit of a disaster with them, but he was brilliant in the last Euros. Did score against England. Johan Gudmundsson, Burnley winger, really, really energetic, works so hard. Birger Bjarnason, midfielder, plays for Aston Villa, in and out of Villa's team, but you'll remember him. He had the long hair. I think he's wearing number 8. He had the long blonde hair. Aaron Gunnarsson is our captain, plays for Cardiff. You'll see him next year in the Premier League. What Gunnarsson does, he's a long throw, very, very direct. He plays right into their hands. He's a very good captain. He led them in that game against England, famously 2 years ago. They'll have long balls, very, very direct, very tough, very physical. They're going to have everyone in the World Cup, I think, will be supporting these guys again after what they did last time. The Viking claps will be there as well. Amazing, and I think everyone hopes that they do really well. Again, I think it'll be like the last time at the Euro 2016 when they beat England. I think last 16 is doable, but I don't see them getting past that. But if they can get out of this group, unbelievable achievement, considering there's only like 400,000 people in Iceland or something, even less. Anyway, we'll move on to Croatia. So their main thing is really their strength in midfield. Even Rakitic and Luka Modric both play for Barca and Real Madrid. It's always been hard to accommodate them in recent tournaments in the last few years. Well, Rakitic now has played more of a defensive midfield role as a double pivot with Busquets for Barcelona this season. So maybe they might be able to do it a bit better now. Modric can maybe go a little bit more forward, dictate play. Maybe Rakitic can hold. Maybe he's learned that more in his game. He definitely had a good season at Barcelona. But also got other outstanding players. Ivan Perisic, really looking forward to see him. Watch out for him in the World Cup. Winger for Inter Milan. He's been to Man United a few times, but this guy is really good. He's tough. He's just brilliant. You just have to watch him. Really, really good. Mario Mandzukic, of course, scored arguably one of the greatest Champions League goals, Champions League final goals of all time. Probably up until this year when Bale beat it, but he'll lead the line up front. Really good player. Scored many big goals. Scored in 2 Champions League finals. So this guy knows what the net is. He's a good, really good player. They've also got really good other players as well. Like if you look around the team, there are no mugs. Vrzelko, he's the right back for Atletico Madrid. If you're a defender in the Atletico Madrid team, you're A-OK. Macho Kovacic, another Real Madrid player. He's in the team as well. Milan Badelj is Fiorentina's captain. So I don't even know if all these guys are going to get a game, but there's so much options in midfield. I'd say they probably will go Rakitic, Modric, and Badelj. I'd say will be the 3. They'll be very attacking. They'll have a go. Lovren's at the back, so and it's possible there. But he usually has a good partnership with veteran Kaluka at the back. No Dario Serna at this time. He'll be a loss at right back, but obviously Vizhelko's there now. So all teams in Group B will really fancy themselves to get out of the group. They were third place in 1998. It was their first ever World Cup. Can they do it again? Can they be the underdogs? If they keep the spirit well and they keep their heads, because they can lose their heads very quickly, this team, they could spring shot, but again, they've been everyone's dark horse in the tournament for years, and they've never won it. In Euro 2012, they ran Spain close. I think it was the quarterfinals. They had a really good group campaign as well, so it'll be interesting. But again, I'd fancy them for quarterfinals, but again, they won't probably get any further. But I'm really looking forward to seeing them play. They're all kind of gun ho and really, really good fun. Nigeria is the final team, and there's a lot of Premier League interest in this. Alex Iwobi is probably their main man. Always plays a bit better for Nigeria than does with Arsenal. He's JJ Koch's nephew. He's good. He's talented. He's quick, playing a few different positions. Wilfred Ndidi with Leicester City, really good defensive midfielder. He'll be very, very physical in there. And Kelechi Iheanacho, also at Leicester. So there's a few Leicester players as well. There's another one, Ahmed Musa. Remember him? Very, very fast, very quick. Was on loan at CSKA Moscow. He's in the squad. Odion Igalo went to China. Victor Moses obviously plays for Chelsea. And John Obi Mikel is captain. He's in China as well. So there's a lot of Premier League. We know a lot of these players. Very unpredictable, I'd say. I'd say they'll be very fast. I'd say they'll get the ball very quickly. A lot of pace in the team. They topped the group with Zambia, Cameroon, and Algeria, and they lost one game qualifying. So they're in a good run. I want to mention as well, they have a very nice jersey, and I would recommend probably buying it. It's not for everyone's taste, but it's definitely something else. I can see them being very fast, mental matches, but I think if one team were not to get out of the group, I'd probably say Nigeria. But again, any of these teams could go through. And Argentina, I expect to get through, but I'm not sure. If Argentina lose their first game, they're in trouble. Because I think all teams are going to beat each other in this group. It's going to be very competitive, and it's really, really interesting anyway, see what happens. So anyway, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Check us out on Twitter, as I said before, ITK Soccer Show, or Facebook, ITK Soccer Show. And for more videos, previous series, and more World Cup predictions, youtube.com/ITK Soccer Show. It's right here, and press subscribe. And I'll catch you again for the next round, which is Group B.